Sleep no be die. Shake no day. Shake no go come day. Until we reach Booyah. Until we reach Booyah. We shall never leave our journey halfway, oh. Until we reach Booyah. For November 20.
But I'm not sure about the translation. So I'll say words in English. President Trump, the Knesset welcomes you and your distinguished delegation to Jerusalem, our eternal capital. This is your first visit to Israel since you recognize Jerusalem as our capital and move the embassy here. Thank you, President Trump, for that. There are many other reasons to thank you since your last visit here. Thank you for recognizing Israeli sovereignty over the Golan Heights. Thank you for standing up to the lies against Israel in the United Nations. Thank you for recognizing in your 2020 peace plan our rights in Judea and Samaria, the ancestral homeland of the Jewish people. Thank you for brokering the historic Abraham Accords. Abraham, Eskemei Avraham. Thank you for withdrawing from the disastrous Iran nuclear deal. Thank you for supporting Operation Rising Lion and for your bold decision to launch Operation Midnight Hammer. Boy, is that, you got to hear this. This is the most fitting name ever named for a military operation, because a little after midnight, you really hammered them. My friends, this is only a partial list, but it's enough to affirm what I've said time and again. Donald Trump is the greatest friend that the state of Israel has ever had in the White House.
All man a place over there. Good evening for all nationalists, all Ambazonian patriots, the warriors, the liberators, defenders, and givers of freedom. For our brave soldiers them, our defense forces them, our akamatsu them, our unity warriors, the Fako Mountain Lions, the Marines of Babalang, the Pythons, the Ambazonia Defense Forces, Ambazonia Restoration Forces, all Ambazonian soldiers them, with all una plenty names them. Una cafe dey up. For Ambazonian picking them, the stars of the future. One mami them, one papa them, where they born, they picking them when then they be the greatest generation. Una place over there. We throw salute for all man. We also throw salute for the young generation in Cameroun, where they don't stand up for defend their votes and for defend their victory. We throw a salute for the people of the Grand North, where they stand up, mobilize, show solidarity, and protect the president-elect of La République du Cameroun, Issa Tchiroma. For all the people for the Grand North, where they don't form human shield, and every morning, afternoon, evening, and night, people they continue in their hundreds for protect the president-elect of Cameroon. For all these people then, may God continue for bless una, protect una, as una stand up for change for our own country. Over the last 5 days today, since the colonial elections for Cameroon presidential elections, they take place. The ground on the shake. Cameroon on the shake. The people where they be think say they be the alpha and the omega for Cameroon. Paul Biya don't run, Atanganji don't run, Ngongo don't run, Diongute don't run. The Cameroon state is on fire, but there is no leadership. The president of can't talk with people then. The prime minister of can't talk with people then. Ngongo of can't talk with people then. Atanganji no can't talk with people them. The Minister of Defense no talk with people them. The Minister of National Security no talk with people them. All the people them. Wait for the last how many years? Una be think say una get a government. This time, we una need for see whether that government they exist or it need to exist. Now the government don't disappear. Cameroon no get leadership. All the gangsters where they don't hijack on a country. In the moment when the world look up to them for see if they fit show leadership, everybody don't run, he go hide for in grumpy hole. They don't ride, go hide. They don't run, go hide. Where them they? Where them they? Eh? Ambazonia the ask and say, where them they? Right? Where them they? Who are the people they say, we want power. We not give we power. We get power, but we want more power. Who are they? The country is in flame. Where them they? Yaoundé is in flame. Where them they? Fire there for Douala. Where them they? Fire there for Bafoussam. Who support Biya day? Fire there for Betua. Who sa the day? Changdede on fire. Who sa the day? Where is Paul Biya? Where is Atanganji? Where is Diongute? Where is Ngongo? All of them don't ride, don't run. They go hide for their Ngrombi hole. These people na be think say na people they get power. They be in Ngrombi. They be in Ngrombi. Issa Tchiroma, he don't put Paul Biya, Atanganji Paul, Ngongo, Diongute, he don't make them, they don't turn Ngrambi. Issa Tchiroma don't make Paul Biya, Diongute, Atanganji, Ngongo, and everybody else, they don't turn Ngrambi. They don't become Ngrambi. They did run now, go hide now for hole. Where them they? The young people don't take the streets. Where them they? Where them they? They be nowhere to be found. Make I remind everybody, Paul Biya still be the president of Cameroon until after the election, until after they don't give the results, and then they put the date where they go do transfer of power. Paul Biya still bear the responsibility as the president of Cameroon. The CPDM party now still the governing party for Cameroon. But where is that governing party? Where them they? Ngrambib them. Issa Tchiroma don't turn to Ngrambib. So wait till they go on for Cameroon. The plan for rig the election, it is still go on. Now they got to find out how they fit do them without triggering ta. The plan for rig the election, now that plan still be in place. That one never change. Now the plan now is in place. The plan for rig the election is still be in place. There is a second plan where in place. That second plan, now how they fit assassinate Issa Tchiroma. The first plan where they be making for how they fit frame me for what Paul Achobang talk, for what Paul Tasson talk, how they fit frame me and then charge you for terrorism. That plan failed. As you now understand, now the plan for rig the election, they go on. Their next move now, how they fit make sure say they assassinate Issa Tchiroma. Well, Tchiroma don't stand the ground. Say, look, for place where they were there for Grand North, I'm not there for Douala, and I'm not there for Yaoundé. If I be there for Yaoundé, we not forget a little bit of an upper hand. But this time around, I'm there for the Grand North. I'm there for inside the territory of the Fulani people then. I'm there for inside the territory of the Hausa people then. And therefore the inside the territory of the Aboki people then. And therefore inside the territory of the Muslim people then. We dey inside Grand North. And for Grand North, now we be the masters of the territory. So when I know if you do me, nothing. Next plan. How they fit make sure say all these people they dey inside that place where they protect Issa Tchiroma. They fit find a way for put something inside. Either some person they can't visit Issa Tchiroma and then that person carry poison for poison Issa Tchiroma, or they find a way for get a bullet and some person assassinate Issa Tchiroma inside that place. Now the most active plan this now where it go on for Cameroon. The plan to assassinate and find a way for neutralize Issa Tchiroma. How we manage get here? Now the question that we all want to ask them. How we manage get here? I want to remind all now. Tchiroma not be reveal himself. Tchiroma not be reveal his intentions. Because if they try for find out from the international community, now what it go be the best platform politically where it go offer them and it go be a bridge between we go solve the political problem for Cameroon and it go get the Ambazonian people them for pay ye attention. So it be need time for do consultation with the countries and government and the international system where they want to see a political change in Cameroon. The international system don't be fed up with Paul Biya. The international system don't be tired of Paul Biya. The international system be one make the Ambazonian question, the conflict in Ambazonia, make it be addressed, make it be resolved. Paul Biya, over the last 9 years, he launched a war without specific political objective for the war. So the war became a political scam, a money-making system. Paul Biya, a war for Ambazonia, na a political scam. Paul Biya, a war for Ambazonia, na a financial scam on the state of Cameroon. Once you call them war, people treat thief money, embezzle money, do anything where they want them, request any amount of money because you make them an issue of national security. Therefore, there is no accountability, there is no trace of anything. So millions and billions and billions and billions and billions it be stolen from the state of Cameroon in the pretext of the war in Ambazonia. So now, that war no get any political objective and there is no end in sight according to the international system. Biya be unwilling, it not get the capacity, even when it be willing for doing. Even when the people around here, they want to do. But because it don't be too old, it not get that authority anymore, it not get that control anymore. The people who don't hijack that system, they don't take that system, they own them. Gongo, now one of them. The Minister of Communication, now one of them. The Minister of Justice, now one of them. The Minister of National Security, now one of them. The Minister of Higher Education, Fame Dongo, now one of them. The Minister of Defense, now one, National Defense, now one of them. So these these war hawks, they don't hijack the state of Cameroon. They take that war now, it don't be now a financial scam for the way where they feed thief as much money for the state of Cameroon without ability, without trace. They use now the war now for commit atrocities, now for destroy Ambazonian people them, now for commit rape in the name of a war when a political scam, when a financial scam. Paul Biya a war for Ambazonia na a scam. So the international system, it don't be fed up with Biya. Tchiroma, the international system, they be see Maurice Kamto as the best person because Maurice Kamto be very measured and he put a balanced policy, interest for talk with the Ambazonian people them, interest to address some of the root causes. But then Maurice Kamto get his own limitations. He get his own limitations. So he charisma for he get charisma, but he not get the fire of fighting. He not get the fire for stand for something where even if now he win election, he not fit stand for defend that election. So the international system see these weaknesses. And then Mr. Biya play on it on the Kamto weaknesses. They play Kamto until they disqualify Kamto. Mr. Biya, Ngongo, they be no say they say Kamto go be na the person where he go be the frontline opposition leader. They not be see Issa Tchiroma coming. So all them, they put all their eggs now for make sure say they eliminate Kamto. So they finally eliminate Kamto. So they know now say okay, they get Joshua Osi, any they offer nothing, he not get the charisma, he talk very vague, he not get economic policy. You ask a question about Ambazonia, he go just tell you, so I go solve the problem in 100 days. Which you offer them nothing. All right. So the Cameroonian people, the Cameroonese people, they not trust Joshua Osi. You go for Bello Buba. Bello Buba not get talk for mob. He almost be as old as Paul Biya. Talk for mob not day, energy not day. Even the voice enough really come out. So that one you need to work out. Now you come for Akire Muna. Akire Muna it be as old as Paul Biya. Political platform in a day. These people they're not bureaucrats. They don't get the political sense. They don't get that talk. Yeah, that talk where when you talk for people, then people they feel say this person if you do something, they don't get them because they be bureaucrats. Now people where they sit down for office, make policy and go for conference and do that kind of thing. They don't get the energy for street fighting where they call and say politics. Politics is a game of street fighting. So they don't get that kind of energy. So they go come talk this kind bureaucratic way for the same kind way where they talk for conferences, where they talk for seminars, where they talk for meetings. They go take that same style for boardrooms and the one can do politics. When a game of politics now a game of boxing match, right? You need for be able for throw punches, and then you need for learn how for counter punch, and then you need for know how for defense. And man, a different game. So Akiremu na no get am. So you put Akiremu on the side, and then you come now for Libio, young guy, right? He like talk, but for inside he talk, momentum no day. Right? For inside he talk, momentum no day for mobilize the people of the north where they get different needs, they get different wants, and then satisfy the Betty Bulu and they window them. Find out what to be their needs and how they don't glue to poor beer, but how you fit counter poor beer within the Betty Bulu and the window clan. How you fit satisfy the needs of the Basa people them, these Douala people them, where they get a lot of power. Yeah? Douala na the economic capital, na the economic center of La Republique. So how you fit meet the needs of those people, right? How you fit meet the needs of people they winner Maurice Kamto people them, the Bamileke people them. How you fit understand their needs, move them from Kamto side, you bring them for your side. They don't get this sophisticated political, street political jamboree sense. They don't get that. So, Bia now understands, okay, if I move Kamto, put them on the side, then all this other one, them, wait, na Tumbu politicians. Okay? If you take Joshua C, you take Bello Buba, you take Cabral, you take all the other one, them, if you put all them together, you take Akire, you put them together, these people them not Tumbu politicians, all right? They don't get any, as they call them, gravitas. They don't get gravitas. They don't get political gravitas. So they don't get that. We mean say they don't get the persuasion. They don't get the kalang. They don't get the talk for mob. They don't get them. They don't get talk for mboko. In all day. So they don't get that political gravitas. Eh? I don't say when I like that kind of thing. So they don't get them. So Biado really understands it. If we move Maurice Camp to keep him on the side, it could be very easy for just wipe out all these other small Tumbu politicians. So they move Maurice Kamto, they play gymnastics with Maurice Kamto, win a game of politics, disqualify Maurice Kamto, and then Maurice Kamto, you know, be no waiting for the one. You don't move, you keep you on the side. So Bia be no say, Bia Ngongo, Diongute, and CPDM they no say, this time around they no go get now. They no go get now 85%. This time around they be guaranteed 99.9999999999999%. This time around they be very sure. Say they will get there 99.9999999999999%. They be very sure. Surprise, surprise, surprise. Issa Tchiroma just woke up one day. He talk to Bia say, hey, surprise. I be Issa Tchiroma. I go to run for president. I go resign as a member of the CPDM alliance. Former. I go resign as a minister. I go one run. Bia say, huh? You want to do naweti? Masapobia, I want run. Run weti. Maybe I don't give you ministerial position. Me and you don't form political alliance. You don't promise me, say you go Grand North, you must get them for me. Tchiroma say no. I think say a time don't reach. I think say I got the right for also give the people of Cameroon my best. So surprise. Tchiroma surprise all man. It take these people them for shock. And they be things in a play. Now they don't get rid of Kamto. They think say, oh, na play. So they start for take the CPDM party start for take money, the pump up for Bello Buba. Pump money for Bello Buba, for use Bello Buba, for counter Tchiroma. People start for ask Bello Buba. But you say you did wrong, but why you not resign from the government? Bello Buba say, well, Mr. Bello Buba, you say you want to run as a presidential candidate, but you still inside CPDM. How will we trust you? So now know the game, right? So you know Waka. Boom! Tchiroma start a first campaign. Mr. Bia wants him. Bia come up. He go Switzerland. He see him for television. Say the entire streets. Tchiroma don't take over. Huh? They call Atanganji. Wait till they go on. Why all those people that listen for Tchiroma? Atanganji say, which would only see him for social media? They want come out. Tchiroma don't enter Yaoundé. The whole of Yaoundé don't come out. Tchiroma enter Douala, the whole of Douala come out. Tchiroma enter Bafoussam, Bafoussam come out. Then Tchiroma enter Garoua. Can't see people there. Mommy, papa, pikin them, all people there. Tchiroma go Marua. Tchiroma go Gaundere. Tchiroma. I say, Bia say, what did it happen? Tchiroma don't take over the country. Then, you know, end for day. The international community now, they say, that's our guy. That's the person. So, Tchiroma, a consultation with international system, with some key international partners of Cameroon, it be work, launchy, helpy, put machinery in place, give people that they give you the best advice on how for campaign for this kind of population. Would it be very different? They get different needs, different expectations, they get different wants, they get different perception, they get different traditions. How you fit tailor your campaign. It reach today. Then Tchiroma get two things. Tchiroma get two missions for fulfill them. One mission for satisfy the international system. One mission for satisfy Cameroon. Let me say, for satisfy the people of Cameroon, where they will reject Paul Biya. So Tchiroma now began for come up with something where he go accomplish two aims. Number one, for Tchiroma to be seen, to be perceived, and to be believed as a person where if he bring change to Cameroon. That's the first thing that. Tchiroma, he got for show the people of Cameroon, prove to the people of Cameroon, say, if he give them the change where they need them, if he give them the economic development where they need them, if he creates the jobs, the manufacturing jobs, create companies and development and industrialization and lift Cameroon up, Tchiroma in need for prove himself to the people of Cameroon. Number two of Tchiroma in mission, now for bait the Ambazonian people them. That means say take worm. You take plenty worm them. Any person who don't do fishing, if you grow up for village or you grow up for town and you be learn how to do fishing, if you never see them, you don't see them for TikTok, you don't see them for Facebook, you don't see them for Instagram, you don't see them for YouTube. How people that they do fishing. You take something like worms. You go catch worms or you catch insect or anything where they call and say a bait. That means say something where it go draw the fish. May you can't chop the hook. So Tchiroma go for create a bait. Think about this like you want catch fowl. You go for put throw corn, and then make that fowl go enter for the place where you want for catch the fowl, and then you feel catch the fowl. So Issa Tchiroma, he don't create something where Ambazonians they get longer throat. They get longer throat for the war. They get longer throat for end the war, they get longer throat. Ambazonia, they get longer throat. So Issa Tchiroma, they don't give all this advice. They tell you how to go about it. You get coaching, you get advice on a daily basis. So they tell you how to do this thing then. So he don't play the game very nicely against Biya for Cameroon, and he work 100%. Every person will be honest if he give Issa Tchiroma the credit for playing smart politics on Biya against the CPDM party and for draw all the millions of Camerooners on his side. He get for do the other work. Wait till be that other work. That other work now for bait the Ambazonian people them. Now for can't talk sweet talk. When a political talk, now election talk, now campaign talk, for bait the Ambazonian people them, make the start for Issa Tchiroma like their panacea. That means say Issa Tchiroma, it could be like the solution to their pain, the solution to their suffering, the solution to their predicaments. I think they call and say bait. Langa throw people them, all you need for do, now for throw corn. Just throw that corn. The fowl they go come. The birds they go come. Put plenty worm inside that hook. Throw them. They go run the camp. They go run the camp. So they run the camp. So now for where they now? Issa Tchiroma, during the campaign, he don't talk a lot of things then. Would it be very appealing? It be very attractive to a lot of Ambazonians. And a lot of Ambazonians, they don't forget what they fight for, what it cost the fighting, what it cost their predicaments. Longer throat, go carry people go grave when their own time never reach. Any people will not get a purpose for life. Anything with a year, they go swallow them. They go forget what be their journey, what be their aims, what be their goals. When some person can't throw corn, they go for it. They can't throw bread, like for instance, like public, they will go jump. They throw sardine, they jump. You give them 3 export, they go jump on top. You give them 1 bottle of music, they go jump on top. You give them cocoa soap, they go jump on top. People get longer throat. But when if you understand why, right? They don't be conditioned by the occupation system. So Tchiroma get 2 missions to accomplish. That mission with the international system for do those 2 things for Issa Tchiroma for be now the person who will solve the problem for Cameroon. So Tchiroma, he get huge international support. And Biya get 0 international support at this moment. 0. All the friends of Paul Biya, they don't abandon Paul Biya. All the friends of Paul Biya, they don't abandon Paul Biya. Tchiroma don't become the rising star and the authority for Cameroon. Make we get into the discussion. And before we get into this discussion, I want to cut salute for our brave people them for the state of Fako. I want to cut salute for our brave people them for the state of Donga, for our people them for the state of Meme, for the state of Menchum, for our people them for the state of Manu, for the state of Mezan, for our people them for Coupe, for our people them for Momo, for our people for Ndian, for our people for Boyo, for our people for Bui, for our people for Lebialem, and our people for the great state of Ngoketunjai. Una place over there. We not come this far without Una. We not come this far without Una sacrifices. We not come this far without all the Monday ghost towns so Una don't make them every day, every Monday for the last 9 years. This liberation struggle, now Una get them. Una woke up, ask for independence. Una woke up, ask for freedom. Una say una will pay the price for it. Una leader create una roadmap for una. Una leader say kwa yok tabe can tell una say make una come out outside for demonstrate una readiness. Una answer that call. Dr. Cho Lucas Ayaba, he tell una say independence declared means independence defended. He asked una for build forces, for raise money, for fund forces, for recruit thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of Ambazonia. Dr. Cho tell the Ambazonian people, before this generation want to do re-declaration of independence, from Gojibi declare for 1994, which happened in Ambazonia. They declare independence, they not be get anything for defender. They come back in the 90s, they declare independence. They come back, they can't declare independence. So before the 2017, Ambazonians don't do declarations of independence 3 times. It be been a verbal declaration of independence. It been a ceremonies, formalities, without any substance, no backbone. So it not be work. And once they declare them, that the public find out the key actors them, he can't give them money, find all their deputies, give envelope, give envelope, give envelope, give envelope. Things, everything will die back down. And then people will come back 15 years later. They can't start all over again. Dr. Cho say, now which kind of nonsense be this? We not fit go through this all the time. This is real nonsense. We not fit live in Cameroun begin to take we for granted. This is real nonsense. We not fit be so wealthy and then we'll be so poor. They not fit treat we like a homeless people for inside our own country. This is real nonsense. The time don't come with the Ambazonian people, they must get backbone for the international system. If you not get backbone, the wolves, they go chop your life. For the international system, if you not be a shark, the shark, they go can't chop your life. For the international system, if you not get the power for protect your furniture, somebody go come inside your house and can't take your furniture away from you. From the international system, you married woman, you get pikin them. You know if you protect them, somebody go can't take your woman and take your pikin them away from you. Now it's a savage system. So Dr. Cho said, look, this nonsense say people they go woke up, go for television, do declaration of independence, and then if you back them up, how your enemy, the occupier, will ever take you serious? So Dr. Cho say, we must bring a sense of seriousness into what we are doing. So this man, he spent all the time, he studied most of the liberation struggles for the world. He go back for school, he study human rights, he get master's degree for international human rights. Then he decide for say, ma go see how they do this thing that they call a liberation struggle. So he go back, he go do a PhD for post-conflict justice system for international law. He study post-conflict justice system. Take all this knowledge, put them together, set up the ground, use your own money, pay people them, make them go on the territory, do all the mapping, do all the recruiting, go all the 13 states, and recruit 7,000 Ambazonians. You know here? 7,000 Ambazonians with a recruiter. They move some of them, send them into Kekukesem for Bokilan, move some of them, send them into the famous place, the most famous place for Ambazonia. They call and say Daddy. Right? They send them for Daddy. For lay the foundation. For give Ambazonia backbone. For give Ambazonia spine. For give Ambazonia power. Because for the international system, if you don't get power, you are a nobody. For the international system, if you not get power, you be a nothing. And any person if you just toast you around. Small deal will toast people them around. SDO toast people them around. Small government delegate will toast people them around. Small headmaster toast people them around. Small mayor will toast people them around. Small police officer toast people them around. Small gendarme will toast people them around. Small big will toast people them around. Just mess up people their lives anyhow. Because in the occupation system, they go now for take away humanity from the occupied people. So they therefore use force, they use harassment, they use threats for jam people, them rob them for mud, move all money for their skin, go do kale, come for quarter for 5 o'clock for morning time, catch all papa them. Yeah, papa they 90 years old, they will catch him and catch them for mud. Brother they 45 years old, they go catch you, put it for mud. Young person, 18, 19 years old, they go catch you, put you for mud. Your uncle will be respect you. They go catch you, rob you for mud. For take away the man, the manliness from the man. So that you see them as superior beings, powerful beings. And you see yourself like a piece of shit. Chotel when I say it must come to an end, right? So they laid that foundation. 2016, the Balas and the Fontaine-Nebas. Oh, Cameroun said, we want to talk. And then they say, when I fix this school, when I give we back, when I give back the Anglo-Saxon education fully back to the people then, and then when I give them back their legal system. Cameroun say, when I talk now with him, we give them back now with him. Cameroun a bilingual country. We do anything we want. Una command me for ya. No negotiation. We negotiate. Una be who can negotiate una. Na so young tell una. Na so filo mo young tell una. We negotiate una be who them. Una be who? Bribe Bala, bribe Fontaine-Neba, bribe a couple of other people then. Call off the negotiations. Show Josh you don't the way. That's so Josh you don't. He say una continue. Not be una say una want go protest with Cameroun. Show the look them. Show Josh you don't need the look them with Connie eye. Una say una want go protest and Cameroun go listen for una, right? Show Josh you don't need the look them. So they go do their nonsense. And then they learn the practical lessons of who Cameroun they be. The same Bala, you want to see them that they don't take it from Boya straight to Kondengi. You want to go take La Republique their money. You want to go talk for them. You want to go be big man. You want to be big man. Now you want to go talk for La Republique so that you be now big man for La Republique. Go. Now that they put you in prison. 8 months straight. Fontaine, 8 months. Justice Aya, peaceful man. Supreme Court Justice. Now that too. Put it for them. La Republique thinks the matter don't finish. If we decapitate the leadership, the matter will finish. They could say, okay. They could do declaration of independence for sure La Republique say they not fit kill the struggle. They say, they show up. Bam! Do declaration of independence September 22nd, 2017. Move all Ambazonians and for all communities. They answer the call. They say, okay, when I don't pass the test, next week, now when I don't pass the test, next week will be the real day. That's leadership. Communal, consensual. It one. People, they answer that call. Like no other call. Then, October 1, they reach. he do that declaration of independence. He end for day. Now you don't do declaration of independence. What's next? You go leave the people there like that? Like the public don't deploy the B, deploy police, deploy army, deploy everything where they get at. You go leave the people there like that? Cameroun started killing. They bring in army from Chad, bring some from Central Africa, bring some from Equatorial Guinea, and they start the slaughtering of Ambazonians. She'll say, okay, the period of time we have been needed for complete the training of these 7,000 Ambazonian forces, we will get them inside the forest and the grass fields of Ambazonia. We need for cut them short. So, when Cho enter Daddy, for go do inspection of the readiness of the forces, out of excitement, those videos, they leak because we're there for a social media era. The moment the videos they leak, say Dr. Cho, don't enter ground zero. Video leak. La Republic was here. The person where they don't monitor it for a long time. Now that don't enter inside ground zero. Commission the forces and launch armed resistance and self-defense. The game don't change. Ambazonia now get backbone. It no go be business as usual with Cameroun. Now in a new time, in a new generation, when we must respond to the threat on the Ambazonian people radically different. Cho set a new tone. A new master don't be born. A new leader don't be born. A new generation don't be born. There will be a radical transformation of ground zero. There will be a radical shift of the dynamics of power. Power go shift. The DO no go get authority anymore of Ambazonia. The governor no go get authority anymore of Ambazonia. The SDO no go get any more authority for Ambazonia. The government delegate no go get authority anymore for Ambazonia. Authority for Ambazonia now is in for the hands of Ambazonian generals and commanders. There is a new breed of leaders. There is a transfer of power from the occupier back to the Ambazonian people. A complete reset. From 2017, now you're there for 2025. 8 years later, in the armed resistance campaign, without the armed resistance, Ambazonia, don't forget anything when they call and say Ambazonian liberation or Ambazonia revolution. Just like Fon Goji Dinka be declared restoration of independence in 1984 and he died for that, just like the two others, they be declared restoration of independence and he died, so too 2016 and 2017, if will die. Corruption and bribery, if will kill the agitative process. The few days they did for exile, they go only to make them up. As long as you don't get any backbone, the occupiers still control your territory. Dr. Cho, after hundreds of hours of conversation, every night, I ask all kind of questions. I be an encyclopedia of the thinking system of Dr. Cho Lucas Ayaba. I be an encyclopedia of the thinking system of Dr. Cho Lucas Ayaba. Because I be a student of life. When I meet up a master, my goal now for extract all what they inside that master, and then I unconsciously absorb them. I ask more questions than anybody else. I get more conversation than anybody else. Even people they don't know Dr. Cho for years and years and years and years and years and years and years. I be just get a different interest for the man, a philosophy, for a ideology, for a personality, for a strategies, for a charisma. I want understand that. I want make Ambazonia the understand that. So I spent the last maybe 6 years conversation on a daily basis. We do planning on the daily basis. So I get for know. I ask so many questions after every meeting, after every diplomatic trip. After every, I ask so much question. So I download this man in mindset for understand him from a strategic perspective. Why launch self-defense? I ask more than 100 questions. We get more than 100 conversations only on self-defense. Why you do this? Why you do on this way? Why you do on this way? What if you want to achieve? What if this one go accomplish? Okay, but why you put on this way? It go broken all. So wait till I tell you. Now upon years and years of unconscious absorption and conscious questioning, we'll not go into detail. We'll stay in what we talk about. Without self-defense, Ambazonia not for be for to the place we did today. It be very essential for you to understand this background because it will tell you now why Tchiroma they talk what he talk. And why they tell you say Ambazonia they get longer throat. Now we get the foundation. Self-defense nobody, the liberation struggle for don't die. Because that's why La Republique it pick up Sisi Kwa Yoktabe, they call and say decapitation strategy. That means if I cut the head, the body go die. If I take the leader, I take the leaders them. Remember in politics, it no matter how you do them, as long as you crush your opponent, that's what matters. For politics, the goal is to crush your opponent. The goal is to annihilate your opponent. When I don't feel like La Republique, then a politics. Maybe you don't like beer. Now the game of politics. Now a contact sport. Now a boxing game. You eliminate your opponent, or your opponent will eliminate you. And anybody who don't understand the psychology of politics, don't get involved in politics. If you think politics is about morality, you're in the wrong game. If you think politics is a game of human rights, you're in the fucking wrong game. You don't get anything for human rights, you don't get anything for do morality. Now a raw game of sheer dominance, power, and control. And if you don't like them, get the fuck out. Because they're a different beast. You understand that game? All what La Republique don't do them, including using bribery, including using corruption, including buying people over, now part of the game. Now part of the game for weakening the other side. Recruiting, taking my country people and setting up my country people as a network of the Cameroun military intelligence, now part of the game. Buying up the Nsofoncha, Nick Santos, Yannick Sikot, buying of Nambere, not just part of the game of politics. What is war? War is politics using other means. Not the same game. War and politics, not the same. They just use other means. So that one don't help you now for understand place where they. Why Maurice Kamto the talk the way we talk? Because now part of the political game, for gain the attention of the international community, gain the trust of the Cameroonese people, and then gain the longer throat of Ambazonians. Maurice Kamto be need for gain the longer throat of Ambazonia like a fisherman, like a hunter. Politics is a game between the hunter and the hunted. The hunter get for do the hunting. Eh? The fisherman get for do fishing. So Tchiroma don't come like a very good fisherman. Because fish the day with the one chop. They want chop worm. Fish want chop insect. So Tchiroma don't put hooked. And Ambazonia, they don't forget. Wetin Cho tell them. Wetin Siseko tell them. Ambazonia, they don't forget them. Now they listen for Tchiroma. What a funny set of people. Now they listen to Tchiroma. Tchiroma don't come. Wait he talk. He say, look, I understand the history. I understand why the conflict start. I know say La Republique began independence on January 1st, 1960, and Ambazonia no be part of it. I understand what the United Nations and the Great Britain they be talk. Ambazonia be too small, and they no be get the resources for themselves for create a government where they feel manage the government, pay civil servant, pay army, pay police, pay intelligence services, pay all administrators. Ambazonia was too small. That's what the United Nations talk about, according to Issa Tchiroma. So Tchiroma said that's why they asked Ambazonians, the people of Southern Cameroons, say, look, we think say we will either join Nigeria as an autonomous, as a state, or we will gain independence by federating with La Republique du Cameroun through a union. Tchiroma talk. So the people, they say, okay, through the plebiscite, they say, okay, we want federate with Cameroon as state, two states of equal status, as a union. Well, that union ended for 1972 when Ayijo terminate the federation system. The federation, it not be say the union, na Cameroon and Ambazonia, they form a union. It not mean say Ambazonia, it don't join Cameroon as a country. Now the misinterpretation and this. So they don't take over your country. They do what they do. Now you're there for a war. You're there for an armed resistance. You get the backbone. You get the power. You get the control. You get the authority. You don't put the occupation system for shame. So now BIA is a process for use war as an act of scamming the Cameroon government because BIA will not get objectives. None of you know the way BIA talks they want accomplish through the war. Will not get objective, now they scam. BIA no one talk, Cameroon they fail, Cameroon they fall apart. So they send Tchiroma as a salvation to salvage the state of Cameroon. For save things them, may they not put chakra completely. And he talk salvation like Jesus Christ, not be that kind of salvation. Now for save things them, may they not broke completely. May they not chakara, where they not fix them again. So that's why they bring in Tchiroma. For the Ambazonian people, may you can't talk the language we go make Ambazonia and now. They go forget about waiting and they be the fight for, and now they will look up to Tchiroma, make Tchiroma give them something. Now the purpose of our discussion is, before we go there, make the studio people them, they play with video of Issa Tchiroma on election policies.
Exiger maintenant l'indépendance de ce qu'ils ont appelé l'Ambazonie. Le nord-ouest et le sud-ouest devaient constituer donc leur État. Et cela en raison des frustrations. Il faut dire qu'il y a eu des manquements, des frustrations, des marginalisations.
Et le grand dialogue national n'a pas été la solution, monsieur le ministre?
Le grand dialogue n'a pas été la solution puisqu'ils n'ont pas déposé les armes. Ils n'ont pas déposé les armes, ça veut donc simplement dire que toutes les conditions, tout ce qu'ils en entendaient n'a pas été mis à leur disposition. C'est donc pour cette raison qu'ils continuent, ils ont continué et continuent encore à manifester. Tout à l'heure, vous avez dit les Ambazoniens ont décidé de me soutenir et qu'ils ont accordé une trêve de 3 jours, donc d'autres disent une semaine. Oui, parce que dans mon programme, je préconise le retour au fédéralisme.
Et vous allez procéder comment? Est-ce que ça sera par référendum, justement?
Attendez. Non seulement le retour au fédéralisme, je libère tous les prisonniers politiques. Quelle que soit la faute qu'ils aient commise, je les libère D'abord pour ceux qui n'ont pas eu du sang entre les mains, amnistie totale, mais pour les autres dans une deuxième phase. Parce qu'il faudrait que les Camerounais sachent exactement qui a fait quoi. Non pas parce qu'on va les condamner, mais il faudrait qu'on leur donne la possibilité de se repentir, de demander, de présenter des excuses, de demander pardon à la nation. Et en ce moment-là, le chef de l'État, disposant donc de pouvoirs discrétionnaires dans ce domaine-là, leur accordera également l'amnistie. Donc, la différence que j'ai avec les autres, c'est que, je préconise donc le fédéralisme. La première année, il faut absolument qu'on y pense. La forme de l'État dépend naturellement de l'écosystème, de l'environnement, des frustrations dont les uns et les autres font l'objet. Alors, je mettrai donc en place immédiatement une expertise qui va nous suggérer.
Thank you. Now, the two most important things for Issa Tchiroma, a political mission. Number one, for salvage the state of Cameroon. Number two, for use a bait, longer throat, use hook, put worm, throw for the Ambazonian people. Okay? Issa Tchiroma, number one, it is speak on behalf of the occupying state. Issa Tchiroma is not an Ambazonian. Issa Tchiroma na a Cameroonese. We mean say Tchiroma is an occupier. But the come for tell una say, I be a different form of occupier. I still be an occupier, but I be a different occupier. Okay? When I get there, when I get the message. Issa Tchiroma an occupier. What be the occupier a goal? The occupier a goal, now for say, you don't go too far, I go lose you. Now they don't send somebody, me can draw you, bring you back into the net of the occupier. Now the Issa Tchiroma goal is. I understand Ambazonia they get a lot of political opinions. Some of the opinions for which Issa Tchiroma don't talk right now. For some Ambazonia, Issa Tchiroma right now, they do woke up for morning time, they worship Issa Tchiroma. That one now not problem, not my problem. Okay? There's a difference between reality and fiction. There's a difference between a political campaign, a policy, and a negotiated settlement. All which is Issa Tchiroma did do here, now for create an opening where he find for Issa Tchiroma for demonstrate to the international community say, it be open for talk. So Issa Tchiroma get for contrast himself from Pobia, get for differentiate himself, get for make the world see, say, it be different. It be open to talk, it be open to dialogue. It do all these things and when the language of the international system, the language of the international system in 1 year. So it talk all the good things with the international system, it like. Number one, I be open to talk, I be open to dialogue, I be open to negotiation, I be open for all these things. So make these people they see me as a person where I be open. I be an open occupier. When a good thing, any the do on behalf of Ambazonia. All these things Issa Tchiroma did do now for the benefit of Cameroon. Because as he talk 20% of the Cameroon don't lost 20% of the economy because of Ambazonian conflict. So economically, how you feel survive when you don't lost 20% of the economy? And that economy, now that part of that 20% economy, now they generate 50% of 56% of the GDP. 56% of Cameroon GDP. It come off Ambazonia. For the 20% economy, we miss 20% of the population according to them. So 20% of this small population, now they generate 56% of the GDP. I did live. I should say you see me live right now for YouTube, so there's no need for calling me now. Leave me a message, I will respond later. So 20% of the population when Ambazonia, it generate 56% of Cameroon GDP. Now that GDP, now be the hook. Now their interest, not be your life, not be your picking their life, not be a well-being, not being a welfare. They wrap all these things for which they call and say sweet talk. Okay? That 56% of your economic resources, now way that they come back for find way for get control over it in the new language called federation. Una listen, I be Lucas Asu. None of una so-called professors, none of una so-called lawyers and batonier, they will ever get this discussion. None. They not fit touch them. The core of the matter, the language of federation. Now, a language where they know say you like that language because that's the origin of the union. So you be over like you that language. You like which West Cameroon, you get nostalgia, you get all these feelings of which you think say it be before. And so you did long for. Now what they want to take you back? They want to take you back for what it be exist. And then they kill them. And then now the one can't speak that language back to you. Not before the young generation, they speak and for this old broom there. Alright? They speak this language now for the Bobga harmony them. They speak this language now for the Christmas ebini them. All these people, they don't go surround themselves around Sisekwa Yoktabe Julius. Now then they speak this language too. You need to speak this language to the fighters. You need to speak this language to Ambazonia mothers. They speak this language specifically to the Christmas ebini, to the Bobga harmony, to all these people with the ex-SDF members, the ex-CPDM members, all these old broom them, where they don't go gather around Sisekwa Yoktabe Julius for make sure say Ambazonia not move towards independence. They must hold Ambazonia for center. Ambazonia go back for their own past, where they weep for. And the whole game this of federation for split Ambazonians between the Seseko camp and the Egg of Sea camp. Secondly, so Tchiroma don't talk this thing. I remind you now, campaign promises, na campaign slogans, Issa Tchiroma Bakari, if he become the president of Cameroon, he not get the powers to offer Ambazonia anything. When I listen very closely, very carefully, Issa Tchiroma, if he succeed for become the president of Cameroon, we now all signs show say he will succeed because he get a backbone for fight. If he succeed for become the president of Cameroon, Issa Tchiroma as the president of Cameroon, he not fit offer Ambazonia anything. Why? Because it's a conflict. The Ambazonia people, they not fit hook up, they offer Cameroon anything. It's a conflict. The occupier at this moment, he don't get that much power. Joe set up the conflict, for move the conflict from Cameroon, he control and put them, throw him into the control of the international system. This is the whole game. Joe don't change the game. The conflict not there for Issa Tchiroma hand. Now an international conflict where it go be mediated. Tchiroma go come, say, I stand for federation. Ambazonia says I stand for independence. And you justify why we go for take federation. Justify why we go for go back for federation. Justify why Ambazonia go for be a part of Cameroon. They not fit make that argument. There is nowhere where any of Cameroon a politician, if he make the argument why Ambazonia need for be a part of Cameroon, they cannot make the argument. Or why Cameroon lay claim on Ambazonia, they not fit make that argument. The same Tchiroma for another video, he talk how Ambazonians, because they not get the resources, in the late 50s and in the early 60s for the United Nations to give them their own independent state. The same Issa Tchiroma don't talk, say they say, at this moment, the Ambazonian people that they feel say, they get all the wealth, they get all the resources, they get all the riches for them for be any kind state where they want be. So why they get for attach them to Cameroon? Tchiroma talk, it don't make any sense. For we for be attached to Cameroon again. It don't make any sense. Will not be get the resources then. So the federate Cameroon and the federation, why now we'll get all the resources? We'll be richer than most countries in the world. We'll be more wealthier than most countries in the world. We'll be 100 times richer than Cameroon. Why will get for be attached to Cameroon? And Cameroon will live off our own resources for build Cameroon. Why Ambazonia get for be attached to Cameroon? Now the question then this way, Christmas has been enough to answer them, Bob Gahamon enough to answer them. Why would I want to go attach with back to these people then? Nobody will answer you those questions. So, when Tchiroma talk about federation, Tchiroma cannot offer federation to Ambazonians because there is conflict. We play one of the video of Donald Trump for Israel, for the Knesset. The conflict between the Palestinians and the Israelis. Israel not few woke up today offer the Palestinians them anything because there is conflict. Everything now being a negotiated settlement. They did negotiate them. Russia no few woke up today, talk say, I want give Ukraine this thing. Who be Russia for give Ukraine something when there is conflict? Ukraine no few talk say today, I want give Russia this thing when there is conflict. I don't know who's our own book people today. Why they not get this common sense? Why they need to study other conflict, case studies, and see how things are being done around the world? Why do you just live with people them so, and then they live and they begin to fool with people them? The world does not run that way. Once a conflict starts, it will end as a mediated process. The two sides, they will come for table. We went to Canada through that mediated process. I want to address this thing and that because that's the elephant in the room right now. Everybody, the fear for Tokam, has to go Tokam on behalf of the Ambazonian people. That is the elephant in the room. For divide Ambazonians. Tchiroma cannot give you anything. Tchiroma cannot offer you anything. Now a conflict between Ambazonia and Cameroon. Tchiroma no few who say one can give Ambazonian people them. Who be Tchiroma for can't give Ambazonia them weighty? Give you federation? Soldiers they pick up guns for federation? Siseko do rig declaration of independence for federation? Any man we don't lost a sense of humanity. If you don't go take your money for La République, that person we don't go take your money for you, nine that he said he run. The poor beer, where did he give na where they as they call and jere una for back. Poor beer the run. It on the run right now. So that una deal don't fail. All the Capo Daniel them, where they be talk about special status. They can't give them small money, move them from Hong Kong to Canada. For can't make egg of sea, make it die, make it fail, make the liberation collapse. Who's are the day today? Why then you can't tell when again about special status? Nobody can offer the Ambazonian people anything. The destiny of Ambazonia will be decided by the Ambazonian people. The forces, they don't pay the price for taking for this place. Sure, we get aims for take you for this place. The purpose of armed resistance now for take you for this place. Now, Tchiroma talk about something. Wait today, now they begin to celebrate. They begin to get very bad news for you. Tchiroma talk say, yes, he go release all prisoners, we want all our prisoners to be released because they not be for prison in the first place. Okay? Now the release of prisoner, it don't be now a bini a World Cup we don't win. Why? Because they get a plan. Matthew. The long plan, the elephant in the room again, the long plan, it don't always be, no man no one talk am, as you go talk am. The plan don't always be, everyone will go for Canada talks. Some funny things they happen. We go for Canada talks, for Ambazonia, for negotiate with Cameroun. You want to see some people they come out, they only corner the Canadian government officials for say then they only come here now for push for the release of Sese Kwayo Kabe Julius and the Naira 10. I tell this straight up. You're not lying for anybody. They say, look, we will come here as much as we want to talk about want talk about the negotiation, but we want to come back the Canadian government. We will come in and for come back the Canadian government for release Sese Kwayo Kabe Julius and the Naira 10. Okay? For inside Canada talks. So when I don't always get the game, right? Why? Because according to the gospel of Christmas, Ebini, if they release the almighty President Sese Kwayo Kabe Julius, then the ground now, all the forces on the ground and the population on the ground, they go rally around that leadership on the ground. And then whatever be out here, what they call and say the diaspora, it will come to an end so that the leaders, when they don't release them on the ground, the forces on the ground and the population on the ground, they go call a deal with la Republic. It don't be a long-term plan for these people then. Because they see mostly the egg of sea as a threat to this plan. Which I want to make all we know. Tchiroma talk say, people they get blood for their hand, people where they carry gun, he no go negotiate with them, he no go release them until they can't do what they call and say, they can't ask for forgiveness. Well, Tchiroma, I get very bad news for you. I know see they talk this kind of talk now for a bini them. This one a class 1 talk for diplomacy. You know that. You talk this talk now for make people that may be they know say they say, oh, so the end of city will be for the negotiation. All this one a class 1 talk. I just tell Ambazonia straight up. And it happened that way. The release of Ambazonia prisoners, it will be now part of the comprehensive negotiated settlement. When I hear me fine, the release of all Ambazonian prisoners, it will be now part of the comprehensive negotiated settlement. Not be a favor to Ambazonians. Now part of the conflict resolution framework. For December 31st for 2022, after the end of the Canada pre-talks, the end of that Canada pre-talks, one of the outcome of the Canada pre-talks, it will be now the release of all Ambazonian prisoners. Cameroon government, it be talk say, it no go release everybody all at once, but it go do them in 3 stages. Now part of the deal that, but as I know, when that deal now is reached for Cameroon, the Ngongo and the war hawks, once they discover and say, Paul Biya don't negotiate, and they can't tell them, they can't receive their blessing, they shame Paul Biya and they take the paper, they tear them, and then they disgrace Canada, right? That framework still there, that framework now the foundation of any peace talks. I want to end our discussion today. For tell all Ambazonians, including Christmas Ebini, including Bobga Harmony. When I see this liberation struggle, it get layers, it get faces. When I don't do our own part in the past, when I play our own part for 2016, 2017, right up until now. Ebini, you still raise money, send her for prisoners. Wonderful thing. Ambazonia will get one negotiation. There will be two negotiations between the people who will not be carry gun. C'est ce qu'on carry gun. Maté on a up front. C'est ce qu'on recruit forces. C'est ce qu'on arm forces. The IG care, recruit forces, raise money, arm forces, they get forces on the ground. Someone are not fool anybody. But that one not been at the talk. Ambazonia go get one negotiation. C'est ce quoi Yotabe Julius, Dr. Cho, they don't form an alliance. For prepare for what lies ahead. Whether people they carry gun, they not carry gun, Hamas. Now it be the fighting force where it fight Israel. During the negotiation, without the fighting force, the conflict no will come to an end. We now understand this game. So make some person not ever shit on a lie you say because fighters they pick. Now those fighters they be the liberation. Without them on the table, there is no end to the conflict. So make some person not ever lie una. Dr. Cho now the most consequential Ambazonian leader. Without he, the conflict no will ever come to an end. All the picking them on the ground, now picking them, it be their papa. Now he give birth to self-defense and all those soldiers. The ADF and all the ROAF, all the forces on the ground. They will go back to Tchiroma. Now then there be the authority. Now Tchiroma go back them. Who the beg who? Nonsense. Who the beg who? Any work that way. Israel, now in that, it don't go negotiate with Hamas. And all the Palestinian movement them. Now one negotiation will take place. Not be two, not be three. They not go divide Ambazonia. Use Seseko, a faction, against the forces. It not go happen. It not go happen. One negotiation, just like for Canada talks. We go bring Sako together, Cristiano together, bring all our forces them. It go be now one single negotiation. Whether you carry gun or you not carry gun, or we don't carry gun. For protect ourselves. So that nonsense say these people they carry gun. The same Tchiroma talk say all the Cameroun ministers, governors, will they use this conflict for steal money for Cameroun, for put people them for kill, it go send them for jail. He talk them. Why would I need to talk that one? When they go look at the small part of the talk say, I know go discuss with people they carry gun. Conflict, they not fit come to an end when you not discuss with the key actors of the conflict. I hope so when the story what did happen for Palestine, I hope so when the story what did happen for the conflict between Russia and Ukraine. So make when I not live in Ambazonia, when I not live and make some people they not go shit off the back. They make themselves they feel so good about all this nonsense. May they go study conflict resolution. The first people they get power for conflict resolution are the one that they carry the guns. Okay? Because they be the consequential actors. Now guns, they be the language of international diplomacy. And secondly, I want to make all man know, Issa Tchiroma not give Ambazonia anything. A federation, na a suggestion. Everything will be negotiated on the table. It will bring a federation for the table, fine. Make it bring up. Not just a proposal. Ambazonia will put independence on the table. The negotiations, it will take place now on the table. Now when they don't negotiate, the final agreement where Ambazonia and Cameroun they reach, now it will be now the outcome of the negotiation. What it come out of that negotiation, now it will be now what it be good for Ambazonia and it be good for Cameroun. All right? I be just talking, make I take some time today. I can address these key issues before they sink into people their head and they start to take them as reality. A campaign is not a negotiated settlement. A policy proposal is not a negotiated settlement. Cameroun cannot give Ambazonia nothing. Not even the United Nations, if you can talk, say, Ambazonia, take this. It will end on a negotiated settlement. For all when I watch, when I share the video, may it go far. When I subscribe, we'll continue the dialogue, we'll continue the education, we'll continue the talk. We will continue to monitor the events in Cameroun. They be very precarious. The situation for Cameroon, it be very dangerous right now. At any time, something will happen for Cameroon. And if the worst thing happen for Cameroon, it will also affect Ambazonia. If start for Cameroon, make una know say Ambazonia will receive hundreds and hundreds and hundreds, if not millions of refugees. So as much as people they think say they say if I make start for that side, make una also know say Ambazonia no go fit handle the amount of refugees them where they will pour into the Ambazonia territory. It could be overwhelming to our population, and they will bring in, they will use them for bring in Boko Haram, use them for bring in crimes. We want to make them solve their political problem. Ambazonia want a stable Cameroon, a peaceful Cameroon, so that we will get a stable and a peaceful Cameroon as a neighbor. All right? I'm going to talk this for today, and I want to thank the people of ACN for the incredible work they don't do all week. It don't be a very tense week for all we. It don't be a very tense week for we and ACN people them, because there is a lot of work for them to host this show. It take almost 2 hours for do research, and then before they want to do the planning, another 2 hours for do all the planning for the background, and then for the time we spend on here. So before you want to look at this 1 hour talk, it take about 6 hours of time. So we want to show gratitude and appreciation for these men and women who they put so much dedication and time and effort and sacrifice for we forget this conversation. I know if we thank them enough. But through Wuna, we feel really thank the people of ACN for bringing light, for bringing love, for bringing truth, for bringing rawness. Rest. When I know I be me very raw, I did talk at me the way we did. We don't need for sugarcoat anything, because we not be here for please people then. We be here for free what people then, right? So sometimes it be too hot, and sometimes we cool them down. In all, we do this thing out of love. We do this thing out of oneness. The egg of sea go work with the Sakos. Egg of sea go work with Chris Anu. Egg of sea go work with all movement them for make sure say always start to move towards one single direction. The ADF there on the ground for you bring all the other forces them for start to get the conversation as the leader don't talk. Now one negotiation for one Ambazonia. And now all we go accept, we go for the negotiation, negotiate with Cameroon, beat them on the table, and take what it be rightly belong for our people then. We love una plenty. May God bless una. May God protect una. For the people of Cameroon, una hold the line, stay firm, una be courageous, una defend una votes, una defend una victory. Time for Paul Biya for pack and go, it don't reach. Happy weekend for all man.
Lare yite do mi fu mi assister à Selman mi fidi fou mi fidi sojen fou. Je suis l'un de ceux qui ont bagarré pour le président Issa Tchiroma. Voyez, nous on veut un changement. Nous voulons un changement. Tchiroma est notre président pour définitif. Nous avons brûlé la voiture de la gendarmerie nationale. Oui, Issa Tchiroma est notre président, je vous dis. Voyez, ils nous ont fui. Ils ont envoyé beaucoup de balles, 6 balles contre nous. Et voilà que nous avons vaincu, ils ont fui. Je vous l'ai dit, nous sommes les participants pour le changement ici à Garoua, à Nassaro, dans le bureau de vote. Il n'y a pas eu de bulletin de M. Issa Tchiroma.
Bonjour au peuple camerounais, bonjour. Je suis le commandant en chef de la base France Police Nana. Nous sommes aujourd'hui le mercredi 15 octobre 2025. Déjà pour commencer, je dis merci à la mobilisation du peuple. Merci à vous. Tout ce que nous avons vu hier, où vous êtes battus pour défendre la falsification des procès verbaux de l'élection présidentielle du 12 octobre, nous va droit au cœur. Mais vous êtes encore un peu mou. Nous devons lever le ton aujourd'hui. Nous devons lever le ton aujourd'hui. Nous sommes dans le combat de notre vie. Nous ne sommes pas dans un jeu. Tous ces Camerounais et Camerounaises qui s'hasardent à falsifier les PV, soi-disant membres de l'ECAM, doivent être tout simplement neutralisés. Le président du tribunal, qui ose accepter un PV falsifié sera neutralisé. Vous devez lever le ton aujourd'hui. Vous devez lever le ton. Le peuple est debout. Le peuple ne reculera pas. Donc tous ces falsificateurs, ils doivent rester chez eux. Vous êtes témoins, nous sommes témoins des PV que nous avons eu dans les bureaux de vos dimanches. Et nous les avons. Et c'est pour cela que nous confrontons cela au PV de l'ECAM. Alors si les PV de l'ECAM ne correspondent pas au PV que nous sommes sortis des urnes, alors celui qui a ramené ce PV-là ne rentrera pas chez lui. Que le message soit clair et passer le message à tout le monde. La victoire du peuple sera actée. Issa Tchiroma, président.
Et moi je dis à Tangandi, I go show you Pepe. Now me tell you so. I will give you some sokotos where you did never forget me. Let's wait and see. Your time is coming at Tangandi. And Max Senior is coming for you. Wait. I'm coming. Mr. Moulinex. This man, à Tangandi, c'est une promesse. Moi, c'est-à-dire que je fais toujours ce que j'ai dit. Et je dis toujours ce que je fais. Je vais t'emmener en enfer. Et ça, c'est une promesse. Chacun a sa mission sur cette terre. Et ma mission, c'est de te faire regretter à Tangandi. C'est ma mission. Et je vais l'accomplir. Na pidgin where I talk. If I talk good English, you will never hear me. Na pidgin where I talk. So you can understand well. Sombo man wey the shit for bet you know the washilas.
L'ordre régnerait le Cameroun avancera. Même s'il faut rouler sur le corps de Paul Biya, l'ordre avancer le Cameroun avancera. L'ordre régnerait le Cameroun avancera. Même s'il faut marcher sur un Camerounais, on va moi particulièrement, je vais marcher sur un Camerounais. Si certains doivent tomber, ils tomberont. Mais le Cameroun avancera. Mais le Cameroun avancera. N'importe quoi. On va vous arracher ce respect-là. On va vous arracher ce respect-là. Même s'il faut passer sur le corps de Paul Biya pour que le Cameroun évolue, on passera sur le corps de Paul Biya. N'importe quoi. Un minable.
C'est grave à Tchang actuellement, les gars. La population a décidé de passer à l'action. Et les gars ont les nez, ils ne veulent rien comprendre. Les gars sont entrés à Ilikam. Les gars sont allés chercher les vrais PV. Parce que les gars voulaient avoir la confirmation des résultats qu'on leur a donnés. Ils ont récupéré les vrais PV et ils se sont rendus compte que le candidat Issa Tchiroma a raflé tout le secteur. Ils ont donc appelé à l'aide, ils ont demandé qu'un responsable de confiance vienne récupérer les PV là parce que ça peut aider devant. Les preuves sont là.
Groupe 7. Ici avec les vrais résultats de la main noire. Nous sommes allés récupérer ça. Nous, on ne va pas vous expliquer comment nous avons fait pour récupérer. Mais nous, on a eu quelques résultats ici. Tchiroma est à 100%. Et nous avons besoin d'un responsable pour venir nous trouver ici pour récupérer ça, pour garder. Parce que c'est ça qui peut nous aider.
Il y a la suite de la vidéo aussi. Ils ont dit qu'ils continuaient directement à la maison du parti. Ils sont arrivés à la maison du parti. Ils ont incendié la maison du parti. Les preuves sont là.
Parti de Tchang en feu. Voilà ça.
Après la maison du parti, ils sont allés au parquet. Ils ont incendié le parquet avec tous les documents des prisonniers qu'il y avait là-bas. Les preuves sont là.
Parce que comme ça, le tribunal, parce que le tribunal où résidaient tous les papiers des prisonniers, tout ça, c'est mort. C'est ici, hein? Oui, c'est fini.
Les gars, c'est grave. On dirait que la population ne veut rien comprendre le tout ci. Tout ce qu'on peut faire, c'est prier pour nos familles. On ne peut que prier pour eux parce que on ne sait pas ce qui va se passer demain. En quinconce.